Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to Simplest Spiritual Practice from Swami Anubhavananda. Anubhavananda. Okay, so simplest spiritual practice. I was thinking this is perhaps Bhakti Yoga, maybe? But I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and give this video a shot.
Sadachara pravrutti means what? Let Paramatma express to us. And what is the expression of Paramatma? Very simple. Be happy. That's it. Now tell me what simpler spiritual practice we want to do. But we are complicated people. We don't like this. Suppose we are told, do Anulom Vilom like this. No, no, no. If you do the Dravidi Pranayam, hold your nose from back side and bring it to the nose, and when you will touch your nose, then you will get the Nirvikalpa Samadhi and get lost in that. See? Or else, you should go and love dogs, all the street dogs, and spend time with them. We don't understand, we are becoming extrovert. See? We are becoming attached. Either we are attached to the parents or the wife or children, or we are attached to dogs. Attachment quality is the same. Whether you are attached to your parents or you are attached to the dog. Parents we are attached in a negative manner. We don't like because they are old. And dogs we like because the dog is like us. Constantly barking at everybody. Sadachara pravruttiriya, let Bhagwan express to us. Expression of Lord is only happiness. Happiness is living at zero complaint level. Happiness is wherever we are, whenever we are, whatever we are 100%. Happiness is nothing to do, nowhere to go. Happiness is living at zero complaint level. See friends, happiness is dekho suno bolo mat. See, hear, don't talk. Happiness is before talking. Is it necessary to talk? Ask yourself. So, sadachara pravruttiriya prochate sa vicharana. The second stage in knowledge is called as vicharana, the inquiry, contemplation, reflection, etc. This we have to understand.
Okay, wow. Wow. There is. Wow, that's a lot of advertising. Dang, I didn't think it was that short. I didn't get that last part though. So saying, happiness is who we are, what we are, wherever we are. Essentially, where was that part at? We are, we are 100% happy. There's nothing to do. Oh yeah, and our happiness has nothing to do with wherever we are or however we are or whatever. It's all internal in a sense. Meaning that to go to the park doesn't make you happy, or to be in your bedroom doesn't make you happy, or to sleeping in your bed makes you happy. But it's who you are. It's 100% happiness. So essentially, that you are bliss. I believe. Again, bliss, from my understanding, has always been like the highest form of happiness. I don't like to think about it that way. I don't like to think that we are bliss per se. I like to believe that we are content. In my opinion, it seems a bit more reasonable. Again, I mean, don't take my word for it for sure, but it's just the way I like to look at life. And I think it's a bit more reasonable, a bit more understanding for me, because this to have this crazy happiness is a bit strange to me, but to have contentment is more reasonable, which is something I'm mostly in. I'm mostly in contentment. I am content with life. I am not happy nor am I sad. I am unaffected. In a sense, I'm unaffected. I'm like If you can say this is content, I'm like slightly above it. I'm slightly happy, slightly. But there are many more happiness to go. And then if I'm not happy, I'm content. Try not to be below content. But I like the fact that happiness is nothing to do with where to. Hold on, let's go back to that one. The where.
I
Let's see him say
don't
it.
know where to go.
There we go. Happiness has nothing to do with where or where to go. Again, being somewhere doesn't should not make you happy. Getting something should not make you happy. Personally, I would put an asterisk to that. Obviously, you should be content in your life, and I genuinely believe it's perfectly okay to be happy about things in your life. And this is something I guess I'll repeat and through anytime this comes up, I would say it's perfectly okay to receive bliss and happiness from external things. The only issue is the only issue that you should not suffer from these things. If you are suffering from these things, it's not a good thing. So this is something that let's see. I guess you could say Osho and Sadhguru kind of points out. I haven't reacted to Osho videos in a long while because it just gets blocked. The video gets blocked. So essentially, I thought it was kind of weird. Osho always seems to be blissed out and like has a lot of. I guess he has a vehicle for every day of the week or something. It's been a long while, but I always thought that was kind of weird. It's like, why is he if it's this guru, why is he living in a life of luxury? I thought you're supposed to be humble. But then as I many years down the road, I started formulating. I won't say formulating, but I started thinking about things, and I guess how I perceive living life would be to enjoy all the things in life. So this is something I believe Osho has said, and I remember hearing it. Because there's nothing wrong with enjoying things in life, so long as you're not, doing it at the expense of someone. Everything being legitimate. Then there's nothing wrong. Like if you put in hard work to earn a lot of money, and now you're, on a yacht somewhere or whatever, it's fine. You've earned it. As long as you've done it legitimately. I mean, then I can't fault you for that. And there's nothing wrong with enjoying things with life, because you even go to as simple as just enjoying like some food, some exotic food. And what I mean by exotic doesn't mean expensive. Exotic could just mean something you've never tried before. That's all exotic is to me. Go to a different country and try a very popular, food in that country. That's exotic, and enjoy it and take great pleasure in it. Imagine having pleasure just by sitting outside and enjoying the sun. That is, again, something pleasurable. It can be pleasurable. If it's too hot outside, that might be a different story. But if you can enjoy just simple things in life and be happy with that, I don't see anything wrong with it. But if you're suffering, then there's something you need to do something about that. Like you cannot say, I buy a car now I'm happy, and now it's like, oh man, there's so many problems with the car now I'm unhappy. Well, then there's something wrong there. Clearly wrong. How do I say this? If you're suffering from whatever makes you happy, then again, it's an internal look to yourself. But at the same time, I'm a bit of realistic, as in, we're gonna run into certain things in life that'll make us unhappy, but I think overcoming it and hopefully not suffering so much from it, and if it were to happen again, you don't suffer as much the second time around from it. Because I'm in the belief of reduction of suffering, and hopefully to the point of not suffering. So maybe throughout the entirety of your life, you enjoy life. You're content for the majority of your life, and then you hit little pleasures of enjoying the sun, enjoying playing sports with your friends, enjoy hanging out with your family. Little things in life that you just take great joy in. Buying a brand new car, I don't know, buying a house, or having your own apartment, having your own place, you know, starting up a business. Just little things here and there. It doesn't have to be looked at as something greedy. It's just putting in hard work and doing it on your own or doing it with some friends or family and enjoying little victories in life and obviously not suffering from it. But yes, I don't see anything wrong with, again, enjoying things in life as long as you're not suffering from it. If you are suffering from it, then hopefully you can learn from it to reduce suffering from that. Let's see if there's anything else that he brought up that I. Let's look at the last part real quick. Let's see where it is the end here.
is देखो सुनो बोलो मत. See, hear, don't talk. Happiness is before talking. Is it necessary to talk? Ask
Kind of like that's an interesting thing to say. It's like, happiness is before you talk. It's like, I don't know, there are some thoughts in there that could be unhappiness. But I think the sheer fact that perhaps what he's trying to say is the sheer fact that usually when we talk we're complaining, and before we talk we're not complaining. But obviously I think the complaining starts in our head first and then it comes out their mouth. But I think the idea is the sheer fact that before we talk, we talking is the complaining part that includes the thinking portion. Is before that we're happy. So before you're complaining, you're happy, and when you're complaining, you're upset. I think that's what he's trying to say.
yourself. So sadachara pravrittiriya prochate sa vicharana. The second stage in knowledge is called as vicharana, the inquiry, contemplation, reflection, etc. This we have to understand.
Okay, so I guess the simplest practice is just to be happy, I suppose. The second portion was about internal reflection, looking inside, seeing where genuine happiness comes from, I believe. Understanding that happiness doesn't come externally, that you are happiness itself, and that. What else? That's really it. Essentially, is that you are happiness itself, and that you need to look inside. I believe that you need to look inside to see that, to know that you are that happiness, and that anger, complaining, sadness, all this are not who you are. Anyways, that's my reaction to simplest spiritual practice. Swami Anubhavananda. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down, down below. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next vid.